Good morning from Paultons Park. It's the opening day of Valgard and therefore Drakon, and I am here for the Superfans event. Massive shout out to Mark from Amusement and Adventures for giving me a ticket. So we're going to head over towards Valgard right now. I don't know what the queue's going to be like for Drakon, so that might not be the first ride. We might do the wild swing instead. But at least want to go over and see the area because everything we've seen online, it looks bloody brilliant. So let's head over there, check it out, shall we? That's a lot of people. The park doesn't open for another half an hour. So, but things are testing. The wild swing's testing over there, Raven's testing up there, and I have seen Drakon doing its rounds. So, yeah. I mean, the park doesn't, as I say, open for another 30 minutes. So, well played for them to get us in. Now we've got to stand in a massive queue. See you in a minute. Right, well there you go, that was a little clip from the opening show. Quite a big opening show, lots of fire, lots of music, a bit of dancing that I couldn't see because I'm at the back. And now we're slowly entering into the area and they've got 3 queue boards up there. I think we'll not go to Drakon. We'll figure out where nobody or less people are going and we'll go there. Uh-oh.
Now we're going, yeah.
Way! Oh! Right, there we go. That is what's it called? Wild swing. There we go, or wild swing. It's the swing. Which I have to say, when I looked at that off-ride and when I've seen them in other parks, they look a bit basic and a bit tame. They're actually pretty good fun. They have got quite a bit of whip at the bottom. I mean, it's not a stop spin, but it's brilliant. It's really a lot of fun. It's a fantastic way to start. I think it's very, very busy, but Raven says 15 minutes, whereas Drakon says 90 minutes. So Raven it is. We'll see you over that way. Right, well, it's jumped up a whole 5 minutes since I last spoke to you, but 20 minutes for Raven should be all right. Like, let's go in here. We'll take you along because, you know, they allow on-ride filming, and let's see what they've done in the station, shall we? Right, this is crazy. Right, first of all, this is the same building that it was when it was Cobra, and it now has theming in it, including small animatronic birds. Like, the detail that they have done in here is absolutely fantastic. That is one thing Paultons do really well. They do not skimp on theming, and I actually can't believe this is the same ride. I do have a POV of it as Cobra, and I'm about to have a POV of it as Raven. It'll be really interesting to see. Obviously exactly the same ride, but there's actually things to see. Like, you've got these, well, you maybe not see them, there's birdhouses and stuff around the ride, and then obviously now it interacts with Drakon. Mental, absolutely mental. Crazy. Head chopper. Oh! Hey, big Raven. Oh! Right, there's Raven done, and we almost timed the interaction. There was a Drakon train kind of close to the right time when we went round. Listen, again, the theming in here is absolutely stunning. And there is, you might not see it on the POV, but in that little shed there is a Raven. I might actually see it when we go past here. But yeah, fantastic. My only one criticism, and it is nitpicking because they've done a fantastic job, is the disco, which I thought they were getting rid of or moving. Looks out of place. They've not done anything to theme it. I don't know if you'll see in here. Maybe I won't even see in here. Oh yeah, there's a big Raven. I might be able to zoom in later in there, which is fantastic. But yeah, like I say, this disco hasn't even had a vinyl wrap or anything, which makes me wonder if it's permanent or if it is going to move. But all in all, absolutely fantastic. And for a Gerstlauer, actually smooth. Happy days. Right, we've come over at the back of the park here where the worst kept secret ever. By the time you see this, it'll all be confirmed, but we already know it's a Mack water coaster called Serpent's Curse, sorry. Because, you know, leaks and stuff. But I'm assuming if I pop the camera over here, I mean, hopefully you just saw a bit of a building site. I'm not that tall, I couldn't see what I just filmed. But yeah, we'll get the official confirmation. Keith's trying to offer to go up tall. It's fine, I don't need to go up tall, it's all good. Anyway, we'll get confirmation later on today. Probably exactly what we expect, because, you know, track's on site. So, right, well, we'll wander about and do something else, shall we? Oh! Ah!
Let's go!
Whoa!
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Hey! Hey! Right, these restraints are actually nowhere near me. Like, there's a lap bar bit here, and then there's loads of space. So these are actually really comfortable. That was smooth, which you'd never say for a Gerstlauer. Happy days. Well done, Paultons. Maybe you weren't wrong with over the shoulder. Maybe you were right. Right, here we go. That is Drakon done. And as I said on the ride, that I stand corrected. The restraints are actually okay. It is more of a lap bar that just happens to have over the shoulders that are nowhere near you, probably just to give people that confidence. They're actually comfortable. It's actually smooth, which is weird because it's Gerstlauer. I'm not a huge fan of vertical lift hills, but it's over quickly. And then the rest of it is, it's a short ride, but it packs a punch. The inversion, the hang time, all that sort of stuff. Fantastic. Extra details in there, obviously. It's Paultons. If you don't want spoilers, let's skip ahead a little bit. But in the station there, when you do the turnaround, there's a big dragon up top, which obviously I just did a nostril cap. So if I get back on and I manage to get a front row, I'll do a POV. And then maybe you'll see that. But that's fantastic. All the rides in this area are excellent, except for the Zamperla Disco. Not a fan of that. But the rest of the park apparently is quite quiet. So I think we're going to have a nice chilled out day, going around everything else, and then we'll come back here again and get another shot on Drakon when it's calmed down a little bit. 15 minutes, and I barely see a queue. So, I mean, this was obviously the big ride for last year. I'm curious, I really like this. My one frustration with it, and a few people said the same thing, was the targeting system on the guns was a little bit poor. They've had a year, I wonder if they've fixed it. Because they said something about if you hold it in a certain position, it works. If you wave your arm about, it doesn't. I'm like, well, pin it to the vehicle then if that's... So let's see if the targeting system's any better. But again, as I've just said in Valgard, theming. Like, this park really does show everybody else how it's done. Let's get inside, shall we? I never do well from a score point of view on that. I thought I was doing alright at first, and then everybody else beat me. So, yeah, I mean, it's good. Whereas a UK theme park still has the highest score. Oh, yeah, three of us. Excellent. Right. Well, it's slightly better. I think I still didn't know what I was shooting at, like aiming, but, you know, it felt better than last year, so happy days. This is still a stunning area, even though it's not the newest area in the park. But Tornado Springs is fantastic. Again, the level of detail. I know they've been touching stuff up and refreshing it. Like, this park honestly sets the standards that other UK parks need to follow. Fantastic. Just obviously not aimed at thrills, which it means it's not targeting me. Although, obviously, Drakon is starting to push a little bit into that territory, so you never know. This park could look very different in a few years' time, and it already does. They've released a lot of stuff about, like, historical pictures of the park, and it looks so different. It seems once Paultons Park, Peppa Pig came along, it all changed. And that's one of the things that frustrates me. When I say I'm going to Paultons, people are like, oh, you're off to Peppa Pig Land. Well, no, I'm off to Paultons Park. You don't call Blackpool Nickelodeon Land. You know, you don't call Alton Towers CBeebies Land. It's just that's their kids' area. There is a park, and it's a beautiful park. So we're going to probably do Storm Chaser, because that is actually surprisingly forceful. Brilliant little Mack spinner. Yeah, let's go and do something. Right, let's go and do Cyclonator, which just went from a 25-minute queue to X. I'm hoping X means 10 in Roman numerals and not, oops, we've shut. But listen, I was on Invictus yesterday up in Blackpool. Obviously, this is like the baby version, but still a lot of fun. I do enjoy swinging rides. You've probably heard me say that many times before. Nothing beats a Victus, well, obviously other Intamin gyros. And a friend of mine did gyro spin in Qiddiya, which is bigger than a Victus, but because of the restraints, he prefers a Victus. Right, I seem to have lost. Oh no, here comes Keith. Right, anyway, well, this queue, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and then we'll get some swinging done, shall we? Yo! Wait! Ah! I have some mixed thoughts about Cyclinator. It's nowhere near as good as the Intamin models. The seats are hard to get into, the restraints are bulky and uncomfortable. It spins a lot more. It's got a bit of force in it, but it takes a long time to get all the way up. Like, one of the things with the Victus, it only takes 6 swings to get all the way up. That felt like it took about 20. Nice long cycle though. Bit of force towards the end because I thought it was going to be very gentle. But yeah, not as good as the proper Intamin ones. But again, perfect for this park. So I'm going to assume, since we're standing right next to it, we might as well go and do Storm Chaser. Or
Enzo's cousin.
Enzo's cousin. And Keith found out yesterday that his nickname is Mr. Enzo.
I know.
In Blackpool. We had some technical issues with the app, and Andy Highgate was on the phone to the IT guy going, "It's the Enzo guy, you know, Mr. Enzo." So yeah. Anyway, let's go and do Stormforce, shall we? Whoa! Helix! Whoa! Oh! Whee! Oh! There we go, that is Storm Chaser done. Fun little Mack spinning coaster. Quite forceful actually, a lot more than you would expect. Great fun. Yeah, I went to try and find the photo. There isn't one, so I won't be getting one. We're going to go over and brave the food at the new area. I want to see what that feasting hall looks like. I suspect it's going to be very, very busy. We had said we would go for lunch about 2. It's quarter to 1. Might be 2 o'clock before we actually get served. So we'll go over there and check it out, because from what I can see in the construction videos, it is insanely well themed. Choo choo! That might be after lunch. So we'll go over there, we'll grab some grub, and then we'll get back on some rides, shall we? The rest of the park there's lots of people, but there aren't lots of queues. This place is excellent when it comes to ride operations. Things are just so quick. Obviously Drakon was very busy because that's where everybody is. But get over to that side of the park, and I'll see you over there. Right, I want to go in and check out this feasting hall. But we've heard people say that there's a 40-minute wait for food. Yeah! Holy moly.
I think you've had your chips. We're not having food.
Yeah! I mean, look, this is beautiful, right? Very well themed. And this whole kind of big ship thing in the middle, which has tables in there, if you can maybe see. I mean, it's just, as you'd expect for Paultons, the theming is fantastic. But obviously, being the busy area, this is where everyone's going to come for food. And I'm not sure I want to wait that long, so we'll probably find like a little hot dog stand or something and get something quick. Okay, so we've just decided to go to the little kiosk bit over there because, well, you saw how busy the feasting hall was, and I've just got a burger and chips and a drink for 12 quid, I think it was?
12.50.
12.50, there you go. I'm getting my prices repeated to me, so...
Yeah, 12.50.
There you go, see, because I've lost my receipt. So I'll get tucked into this and then we'll get on. There's quite a lot of rides we've not done yet. And I would like to get back on Drakon and try and get front row. I don't think you can ask for it though, so we'll see. Anyway, I'll speak to you in a minute. Right, we've come into the trippy area, which, to be fair, is probably the oldest area because it's looking a little bit dated. There's a cred, you know, cred's cred and all that sort of stuff. Little kids coaster. I have done it before. I don't actually know what we're doing and where we're going. We're kind of wondering, but that is weird. What the heck is that? It's like a walrus and a bumblebee had a baby, like, and a rabbit. I think their design team were smoking something at the time. Anyway, we'll when he stops talking, we'll go and do something, and I'll see you on it. Hey! Right, if you've never done that, it's actually got quite a bit of... Well, we were in the back row, and that first drop, it's pretty good. I mean, it completely loses all speed once it's done that drop. So, you know, there's one nice bit and then it's kind of... But I think for kids that is fantastic. Probably the most forceful thing they've ever done.
Kids in the back row.
There was, like, somebody had their phone out. I got told to put it away and didn't put it away. Don't take your phones on rides, any parks, ever.
Well, her picture was on the ride photo.
Yeah, she's holding the phone. I'm like, just don't be that person. Do not be that person. On a positive note, this park does allow chest mounts and not wrist mounts. So, right. I'm not going to tell you where we're going because I don't know, but I'll see you there. Right, whilst everybody is queuing up for Drakon, we decided to come on the Peppa Pig boat ride.
Grandpa's boat.
Grandpa's sailing boat.
Sailing
something.
club.
Because some of you might know, I did a little deal that said if I got enough likes on a video, I would do Dora with a wig. I got enough likes. But Dora's been knackered for a while and they've finally fixed it. So when I'm there on Thursday, you might see me in a wig. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to go and enjoy this one. You can see these two gentlemen are over the moon to be on this ride. As you can tell, I am doing all the extreme rides in this park. I've never done this one before. Go on it and get a POV and, well, there's a bit of shelter because it's starting to rain. Although hopefully it's just a little shower. Right, see you in a minute. Oh, right, let's go for this tractor. Oh, jinx. Criven's out my bum. Okay, that was what, about 3.5 minutes long? Now, I've never been on a real tractor, but I guess they don't have suspension, because I've got jiggly bits and they were jiggling. It was a bit bouncy. It was good. Yeah, it was very bouncy.
Did you see the animal?
I did. Wait, so there's a bit over there, right? And it says, "Can you find all the cheeky groundhogs around at the park?" There's quite a few. So anyway, right, I think we've finished doing all the embarrassing stuff, and maybe we should get back to doing some proper rides. I'll see you somewhere. Yeah. Let's do this because it says 5 minutes, and then 5 minutes is not a long time. I see a stee. I see a slightly soggy stee. Yeah, maybe. Aha. Excellent. Right. Well, I'm going to go on this and get wet. See you in a minute. Ah. Right, I've seen people coming off this, and yeah, there's a good chance I'm going to get sprinkled. In fact, I'm about to go under a tunnel of water. And it's actually making it across the boat. Nearly. Oh. Ah. Right, well I get to do that to Keith. And say hello to Elliot at the same time. Hi! Right, well, I have now done the little boats, and I mostly survived. My legs and my feet are wet. We're trying to work out. Flight of the Pterosaur's 20 minutes, and Drakon's up to 50. I think I probably would brave 50 minutes. I think it'll be worth it. I want to see the queue line, and I want to try and get front row. So we'll see you wherever we end up, but it might be... you know what? I don't know. I'll see you somewhere.
Warriors, you rise. You claim the skies as your own. And if Drakon should appear, you fight. This is Valgard. Our home, our battleground.
well, we did it again in the rain. That was fun. Yeah, I could see where I was going this time because we were going to ask for front row. We got lucky and timed it perfectly that we were on the front row. So yeah, but now that it's raining, I don't know where to go because, you know, there's shelter in a queue line, but not on the rides. See you somewhere. Right, we're going to go inside and see inside Raven's maintenance with this man. Hey!
Hi.
How's your day going, buddy?
Amazing. I haven't done anything apart from just hang around here all day.
Really? Is that
Yeah, I did actually start a second video of just doing the rest of the part, but I haven't bothered. I don't need to. It's about this.
What's your thoughts?
It's awesome.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. What they've done with Raven as well. This was actually one of my favourite family coasters in the UK. It feels like a brand new ride.
Yeah.
And now you can take the guys along and show them the maintenance.
Absolutely. Have you seen the bit in the shed?
Oh no!
the right.
Yeah, I didn't know. He was talking about this. There's an Easter egg in there as well.
Oh, okay.
Like from the old Cobra ride, he was telling me. Yeah, on one of the shield. Yeah, I did the POV and I've like
missed it.
Yeah. So I'll do it again later when it's not raining.
Bloody good area though, isn't it?
Yeah, but when you go in there, just be aware there's still a bit of blue track in there. So. Yeah.
Ooh, exciting! Yeah. Right, let's go inside. This is absolutely brilliant. I really wish more parks would do this. Obviously, I compliment Blackpool all the time for their behind the scenes, but it's, you know, an extra experience paid for when the park's closed, etc. This ride's running, and we're in the maintenance bay. We can go up to kind of that ride there and, you know, touch various bits and stuff. Let's come here. You know, like you can touch it. You can spin. Well, I can't spin that wheel. You can spin the wheels. Like, this is brilliant. We get to see behind the scenes of Drakon this evening, but they have to shut the ride for that. But last year, I don't know if they've got it this year. Last year they did Storm Chaser as well, and I was in the maintenance bay, and you could see the ride going past above you. So it is fantastic when they kind of open this up for the geeky stuff that some of us really like. So yeah, again, hats off to Paultons Park. I think they need to fire that sheep. Oh no, he started again, never mind. I take it back. But there's been a few times where that has got stuck up. Actually, the sheep isn't moving. The sheep is not moving. Can't get the staff these days. You just can't get the staff. Right, there we go. I've now managed to get on both sides. So I've had the view over Valraven, and I've also had the view of flight of the pterosaur. As I said earlier, they are a lot of fun, a lot more forceful than you would expect, but not like extreme. Like, if you are a little bit unsure about swinging rides, that's probably the perfect kind of introduction to them. A lot of fun. Definitely great. And there's Mark on there right now. Hey, Mark. And of course, I've got a Sam over here. Hello, son. How you doing?
Hello, Dad. How we doing?
This is the dad. What was your thoughts on the area today?
Do you know what? It's surprising. I mean, I know Paultons, obviously, they're fantastic. I knew they were going to smash it, but they really have done a cracking job, haven't they?
Yeah.
You know, there's not an inch of this place that's not themed. The two rides they've put in, I mean, what can you say? I mean, I think I was the same as you. I was a little bit
nervous
skeptical about
the
Eurofighter. It's pretty good, to be fair, but I think the highlight of this area.
Yeah, it's
the build swing is bloody brilliant.
It's the sleeper hit.
It's amazing.
It's just, yeah, I didn't expect anything from it. It was so good. Right, there's the flight of the pterosaur. I couldn't remember his name. They're Vekoma STC? It's definitely not an SLC. Smoother than that. But anyway, that's that done. Which is a decent ride. But it's a little bit forceless and, well, it's wet. So it should be going past me any second if I time this nicely. Here it comes. And Keith is on there somewhere. Yeah. Right, well, the park shuts in 5 minutes. So I don't think we're going to do much more. But of course, we're here for the Superfans event after this. So we're going to go and register for that. And I'll see you in a minute. Right, the park is closed. And now it is the Superfans event. So I've got a sticker. Because that's how you get in. This is now closed because, well, we're getting behind the scenes, which I don't know if that's just the maintenance shed or if we're actually getting into the ride area. Because when it was Flight of the Pterosaur last year, we got to go into the ride area. I think Wild Swing is going to continue running. There's a few ERTs, there's some food, and then there's the announcement of the big secret that's not a secret. So, as you can see, there's lots of people. So as soon as I know what's happening, take you along. Right, we're walking through the Invictus. No, I'm in the wrong park. We're not walking through Invictus Queue. We're walking through the Drakon. Can you tell I'm a bit Blackpool mad? But we're going through it backwards. I do believe we're actually about to walk into the ride area, which I absolutely love this place for doing things like that. Yeah, we are. We are going into the ride area. This is nuts. Happy days. Right, because like I got a POV earlier, but these like little shed things light up and some smoke comes out when the ride goes past. But this is crazy. To think last year we were stood here and it was a building site, and now there's a big coaster. So I do wonder if we're going to get to stand on the building site of next year's coaster. Right, everybody's getting their cameras out and taking pictures, so I'm going to put you away and do the same. Speak to you in a minute. Right, that's fantastic to see the transfer track because you don't often see that. I'm a little surprised that it's manual, as in the guy is pushing and pulling it. Well, it might have at least had a motor on it, but yeah, you don't get to see these things normally. And there's a lot of people with cameras who are just like, ooh, moving things. So, but it's crazy to get like, I mean, we're not quite touching the track. That was last year when we did Flight of the Pterosaur. You could reach up and touch it, but this man's been very suspicious.
I'm trying to get out your camera.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, actually, trip there, sir.
Yes. Shush you. Right, we've obviously been behind the scenes of Drakon, and that was fantastic, getting up close and seeing stuff. As I say, hilarious that it's push and pull, but there are rides included in this. So we've got Raven, we've got the Wild Swing, what else have we got?
Storm Chaser.
Storm Chaser, that's way over the other side, which I think is where the food is. So this bad boy is only 10 minutes, so it'd be rude not to. I'll see you in a minute. Apparently we're not riding it, because there's people in the ride area. So I'm going to go and be nosy. Might not be able to send it anytime soon. Fair enough. Right, let's go and get up close to the track then, shall we? Because, well, it looks like that's what you do. I didn't do this last year. I didn't realise you could do this last year. I mean, how many parks do you know that let you just sit on the track and take a selfie? Crazy! Happy days! How many geeks can you fit on a Helix? Quite a lot! Quite a lot! Some of them are a bit crazy. Anyway, hi! Right, I saw somebody doing chin-ups over there. There's no way I'm doing that because I'm old and I'm unfit. But I might go over there anyway, because why not? Right, I've actually now come into the tunnel of Raven/Cobra, and there is a Raven up there. I don't know if you can see it. It lights up when the train goes past, which obviously isn't going to happen just now. I mean, there's details there that you don't see. Like, that's unnecessary. You're not going to see that. But this is kind of crazy. Just, you know, just chilling with a bit of coaster track, as you do. So the stairs over there are a little bit precarious because, well, they're not designed for most people to go on. But this is bonkers. We were just saying, could you imagine if this was a Merlin park? Wouldn't be happening, would it? Right, now I'm on the platform where, you know, you can go in here and be nosy at the ride-offs panel, which, again, I've done the Merlin things. You don't get that. I have seen this with Blackpool. I've been in the big one, control thing, and the Valhalla one. Fantastic. I'd love to see the Icon one. But yeah, like, just, you know, go in, be nosy, take a look. Happy days. Yeah, I mean, the detail in here, it's crazy to think this is the same station that they used for Cobra. It's absolutely mental. They've themed it. It's a lot taller because they've opened up the roof. There's animatronics in here. It's just very well done. Well played, Paultons. Well played. Right, a little pit stop for some food. There's fries, there's chicken tenders, there's burgers. Yeah, and there's donuts, because Keith went for the donut already. I'll at least finish my food and then go and get a donut. So I'll eat this, and then I think that's probably going to be when they announce what we all know the ride is for next year. Right, what's the best thing to do once you've just stuffed your face with food? Go on a big giant swing. Maybe this isn't a good idea. But you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. See you in a minute. Oh, right, that was a lot of fun. Especially this guy here, who made a nice little joke at the start. Because, well, he said this.
Okay, everyone, sit back, commentate, and enjoy your ride on a Victus. Sorry, Cyclonator.
I do love that. A little bit of tongue-in-cheek, fantastic. Right, I don't know when the announcement is. It's like 5 to 8. I'm going to assume that the announcement is probably at 8. So I don't know whether to try and... It's alright. So I don't know whether to try and sneak another ride in, or whether we should be making our way around to get a seat. I'll figure that out, and I'll let you know. There's Jake from off the... Hey! Right, I'll see you somewhere. Right, we're going to be cheeky because there's a big cross there. The announcement is in 15-20 minutes. So let's see if we can get a sneaky ride on this, shall we? But you can see, I can't. Trust me, this is pitch black. So we'll go through the massive cattle pen, and I'll see you on the ride. Hey! Yikes! I really do enjoy that. That is a brilliant Mack coaster. Keith and I high-fived when we were spinning around. Oh, there's a reason that the sore throat won't go away. It's because every time I go on rides like that, I just scream like a big girl. It's no helping. Right, the announcement is in 15 minutes. So, I mean, listen, that is pretty good. It's just, you know, a fraction of the size. It's perfect for this park. I think there's nothing in this park that I would say isn't well considered and perfect for the demographic. They know who their target audience is, and they hit it very, very well. I really want to see what this water coaster looks like. So, in about 15 minutes, I'll find out.
Only the bravest Vikings would face the seas of Valgard. Many said the oceans were cursed. But Vikings were born to cross the mighty oceans. And soon, it will be your turn to join us.
Right, well, there was no surprises there. It's a Mack water coaster. We knew that. However, the shocked face on Sam. Do that again!
Oh my god, I never knew!
They did say it's going to have the world's first top hat on a water coaster. Sure, okay, fair enough. And I'm sure it'll be fantastic. What else did they say? Not very much. They didn't tell us there's nothing new for next year, which isn't surprising. They have been spending a ridiculous amount of money, so they need a little bit of a breather, which is fair enough. I don't know what's next. I think there's like a band and something. I'm old and boring, so I don't drink and I don't dance, so this bit might not be my cup of tea. But I'm also taxi, so I might be here till the people that I'm with are fed up. See you in a minute. One other thing I forgot to say, so they did a raffle. Bought some tickets because all the money was going to charity. Didn't win anything, which, considering what's sitting beside me, is not a bad thing. Now, they did have some cool stuff. They had some guide wheels from coasters, which I would have liked. I'm a bit of a geek. They had a Mack goodies bag and a Gerstlauer goodies bag. But they also had these massive signs. So they redid the Tornado Springs sign, and you could win the old one. In fact, I spoke to the person that won it. Thankfully, they've got a large house. But you could also win the Edge and Cobra signs. I'm kind of glad that I didn't have to try and fit that into my car. So, right, well, I just showed you a little clip of the singing, I think, unless I got a copyright strike, in which case you'll wonder what I'm talking about. But basically, there's a live band through there doing their thing, and they're fantastic. I'm about to leave because that's the cool part done for me. And as I said, I'm old and I'm boring. So next week I will be in Blackpool again. Shock. For the media event, I will be filming on Invictus, which is amazing, and get back on that ride. So make sure you subscribe for that one. If you've enjoyed me being an idiot in this park, hit the like button. I've been Chris, you've been watching Coaster Dad, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.